Hey guys, it's me. I'm Jay Stone, back with episode 7 in the series, 17 in the Midjourney Madness series. Today we're going to talk about consistent character personas. This is a two-part uh, session. Well, two parts today and tomorrow. I'm re-recording this because we had a little technology glitch. So you'll get two releases today. So today we're going to talk about personas, and then tomorrow we'll talk about the environment of that persona. So one of the things that people really were excited about with AI is the ability to create stories, the ability to create campaigns, and use the same character. Up until now, it has been really, really difficult to duplicate the same character, different environments, and different clothes. So today we're going to work on doing just that. So without further ado, let's get going. Okay. So today's focus is consistent characters, and I'm calling them a persona because when you build, you can build out multiple personas and then layer them into some kind of story. So let's talk about Midjourney. They call it consistent character, is what they call it. But I call it a persona because sometimes you use it for different things. And so sometimes I'm going to show you two alternatives, right? One alternative is just when you use a single image and try to generate that character over again. But sometimes you need to do a composite of 2 to 3 images. And then once you have the composite, you'll have to be specific. And I'll just show you two different approaches. Also, in your prompt, be specific about the hair color, texture, length, style, cut, the eye color, the lips, the size, the body, the lip size and shape, the body shape and type. We went over body shapes and types a few days ago. Um, Facial hair, if they've got a beard, if they've got a mustache, if they got body markings, moles, tattoos, scars, anything like that, because it's important to be as detailed as possible with the prompt, because while the image will serve as a reference, if it's in conjunction with the prompt. Okay, so let's just go ahead and jump into Midjourney. But you know what? Before I do that, I want to show you a few ways that I've used this. And so if you look at, this is a template that I've used for a CEO, Meet the CEO guide. And I use this lady. And as you can see over here in my Canva, you see all the different variations of her. Here's what I want you to look at. Okay. Pretty much she's in the same color scheme every time. And her hair is pretty similar every time. Okay. So that's one of the things that you'll know with your character. You're not going to say, okay, put them in an updo and a downdo. Doesn't always translate. So I use this for digital products. Okay. And here's another one that I use for digital products. I'll show you this entire thing. So it works really, really good for products. It works really, really good for campaigns. But we're going to see, try to do more into storytelling because that's what people ultimately want to do. So now let's jump into Midjourney. So I generated a few characters and I want them to be kind of unique. So we're going to do this guy here. And I'm going to do this funny looking character here. So let's start with the prompt. Okay, so I'm going to go down and click use prompt. I'm going to make him bigger so I can describe him a little bit better. And let's go with the original prompt that gave me this. It says fashion editorial close-up of an albino man facing the camera, African features with frizzy hair. So I'm going to say frizzy reddish orange hair. Okay. With pale skin, and I'm going to say pale green eyes, wearing a white sweater. So in this, he has a gray sweater, which is fine. I'm more focused on him. The other thing that we didn't say, and freckles, facial features. So remember, I'm pulling out all the things that just kind of make this guy distinct. I'm going to leave off the lips and the eyebrows because if they change a little bit, because it said African features, I'll see what it does. Okay. So now that I've done that, I want to see if it's going to generate this guy again. So I'm going to drag him right here. All I did was click and drag. Okay. That's it. That's how you get him up there. And you got three little icons, right? You got a person icon, a paperclip icon, and image icon. Okay, so I don't want to use this as an image prompt. I don't want to use this as a style reference. We went over that the other day. I want to use this as a person. Okay, and so it said close up. And now I'm going to try to generate him fashion editorial. I want to, instead of a close up, I want to try to do a medium shot. Okay, and then I'm going to come back and grab it again, do the exact same thing, and do a wide shot. Because when you have your character at multiple angles, and let's talk about that. Okay, when I could get my character in multiple angles, close up, medium, wide shot, and these are different characters. I just want to show you the difference. Then you get a better prompt. A better version. Okay, so it did give them to me. Now every iteration is not going to look like your guy. Okay, so that's why I made it bigger so I can say, okay, which looks like my guy. Okay, I think this looks like him, maybe a little bit in different lighting. Let's see. Lips are slightly different. I think this one looks like him in different lighting. So when I do my prompt, and it didn't give me a wide angle, so here's what we're going to do to try to get the wide angle. And I think, okay, lips are different. And so because these lips are all different, I'm going to change this prompt a little bit and do pale skin, green eyes, slight heart shaped lips. Okay, so let's try and see if we can do it again, just to try to get the shape of the lips, if that's important, which in this case it is. It's pretty distinctive, but it looks like him, around the hair, the forehead, the chin, everything else looks like him. So if I don't get the lips, I'm okay with it. But yeah, we're getting a better version of the lips here. Like here. Yep. Okay, his face is a little more muscular, but I can chalk that up to being a different angle and different lighting. And I think this one. So now I need to get my wide shot. Wide shot. And so we put him in a white sweater and black slacks, pants, dress slacks. Okay. So now I'm going to see if it's going to give me my wide shot, meaning his full body. Okay. Why am I getting 3? Because I can get a better composite of who my guy is So I'm dragging him there. And if I could just get my wide shot, I can get a composite. Now, composites don't always work. Right now, I got the wide shot because I added the pants. Before it was like, why am I giving a wide shot? So I added the pants. This one is a wide shot. This wide shot right here is good enough. And I think this looks a lot like our guy. If we make it big and open it in the tab, we got him. Just looks like different angles. So I'm pretty impressed with what it's done so far. So, but I wanted to show you because sometimes it does not give you the same person over and over and over again. It just won't do it. Okay. So sometimes you put in a composite. Okay. So I'm going to do person. So all three of these, I collected the person on all three of these. And then I'm going to add in a character weight, which is a CW parameter. Okay. Remember we did style weight was 0 to 1,000. Character weight, okay, is 0, okay, to 100. So I'm going to say 5 on the character weight so we can see the difference. And then I'm going to use the same prompt and do the character weight at 100 and let that generate. But so far, I've got this different character. I've got him. Every one of these don't look like him, but enough of these look like him that I can start building out a product, a portfolio, a story, right? Okay. And yep, I've got more of him. Okay. He looks slightly different. Like these look weird at the 0, at the 5. This was the 5. Okay. So these 5, no. Okay. So 5, the lower 0, that means a little bit like him. Okay. If you take it to 100, that means exactly like him. And as you can see, we got more of looking exactly like our boy. Okay. Open it here. And we've got him. Okay. But personally, I think it worked better with just the one photo. But if it doesn't work with the one photo, then try the composite. Okay. So I'm going to go back to using the one photo. Okay. So now that we've got the one photo of the guy, okay, we've got the overcast. I'm going to change this to a wide lifestyle shot. We're going to leave everything the same, and we're going to put him in a green t-shirt and red dress slacks. Okay. And what I did not say, because it's a fashion photo shoot before, I did not look at body type. So I'm going to add in body type. Okay. Tall, athletic, lean body type. Okay. So now we're going to see this. So also keep in mind, you see this kind of washed out look. All the images are going to have this washed out look. That's why it's really important, okay, to determine your art style on the front end. You want to determine the art style on the front end. Also, the 9:16 ratio is important because when you start creating your character here, you get to create more detail around their facial expressions, their facial features, and their body structure. And then it's easy for Midjourney to imagine the environment and the lower part of the body and things like that. Okay. All right. So I did put him in a green, right, sweater. But we still got that washed out faded look, which is what we asked for. Okay. We asked for. So now we've got this consistent character. Let's see if we can change his body pose. Okay. Select. Okay. Let's take him out of off the overcast sky and go with okay. And we'll work more. Well, I'm sorry now. Let me do this again. All right, I want to change his clothes one more. Wearing a pink, wearing athletic gear and sneakers. So we don't have a full body of him down to the shoes. All right. And we want to keep this character weight CW 100. I wanted to keep the same character. Okay. So we played around with him enough. As this generator, I want to go down and get our weird character. This guy here. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and start with him. Also, let me make this sucker bigger so I can describe him. All right. An albino man with frizzy white hair, styled in puff balls. Okay. With vivid green eyes, wearing a black and white sweater overcross. So airbrush anime illustration, and I'm gonna put an albino alien, okay, because that's kind of what it looks like. And I'm gonna get this character, and I'm going to white sweater and black leggings and green socks. Okay. So let's see if we can get him to start generating. Meanwhile, let's go check on our other one. And look, I got him in athletic gear. Look at this. Wasn't expecting this, but it didn't give me my sneakers. And this is likely because it's not long enough. Okay. So I'm going to go in. Did I say wide shot? I did. Yeah, I did say wide lifestyle, wide shot. And notice it's still got those muted colors. Pink. Okay, I said body type, athletic, wearing pink, jogging suit and sneakers and wide full body shot. Okay, so I'm adding in a little more descriptors. Okay, so did I get the weirdo? Kinda, sorta. Kinda, sorta. Not really, because his head. So we're going to try him again. And I did not do a character reference on this. So now I'm going to do this with the character reference. I want you to make it exactly like him. So I'm going to put that up to 100. Because we got something in the vicinity, but not really. Okay, so now it put him in a kind of a jogging suit, but it's kind of a sweater-ish jogging suit. Remember, what you put him in, sometimes it doesn't change or translate. Okay, so how do we get the clothes to change? I got the character weight at 100. I'm going to put the character weight at 50, so it pays more attention to the prompt. Okay, and try that again. Okay. All right, so it gave me the character. No, but guess what I'm missing? I'm missing the lines in the face. So we're going to try this again. Okay. And give a little bit more description. Character weight 100. Very pale skin with lines. What else do we have? Long, kind of a long, sunken cheeks and long face. Okay, so let's try this one more time. And so that's what you'll be doing. It did give it to me. So when I put in full body wide shot, now we've got our guy. I guess because he's on the beach, he dirty. Okay. Here he is. Oh, this is a good one. Okay. So we do have him. And they did a good job. And I do find that the consistent characters, as you guys can see, it's working much better. All right. It's working much better with the photograph. Okay, so let me look at some cartoon and see if we can get better results with the cartoon. All right, and I'm going to select this. We're gonna remix. And I'm gonna choose this little girl, choose the character, age 10 in the living room, cuteness overload, okay, Indian home. And we're gonna say that she has Indian girl with brown, big, round, almond shaped eyes, long, dark hair, styled into braids. I'm going to leave it alone with that and see if I can't get her. I'm going to make this big so we can go and check. Okay. So we couldn't get the alien just right. And I wouldn't spend a lot of time trying to decipher characters. Okay. By the way, I searched cartoon. So it's only showing me things that have cartoon in the phrase. Okay. So when I remove cartoon, then I see all my other generations. I'm going to get rid of this guy because I don't like him. And so it gave me dark hair. But if I look, it's kind of brown hair. So I'm going to say dark brown hair and try it again. Because otherwise, I do think it looks like her. Maybe I shouldn't have done the almond eyes because the shape of the eyes is completely different now. So I might remove the almond eye. I want to hide that grid. So now it's got dark brown. I'm just going to go with brown hair. And I'm going to get rid of the almond eyes. Oh. All right. Sorry about that. Okay, try one more time. I do think this one looks like her. Yeah, this one looks like her. Just not quite the same hair color. Yeah, it's the hair color that's off. And it's showing in different lighting. So I'm going to go ahead and do the character weight on this one. And try it again. Otherwise, I think it's doing a good job. So it does take some time to get your character right. This is where you're going to spend the most time. And you can spend a day or two trying to get the character exactly like you want it and then duplicating the character. So it came out a little bit better. Is this my little girl? So I'm going to say brown, warm brown hair with brown. I'm gonna say brownish. Let's try brunette. Let's see if that works. And I'm not gonna get too stuck on it. And that's one of the things that you have to do is release the need to be perfect. I just want to get rid of the silver hair because that I don't like. And it keeps giving me the dark hair. And this is where you have to decide, well, am I gonna just am I gonna just I can't multitask, sorry. Sorry, I can't multitask. This is where you just have to decide, I'm going to abandon the need for this to be exactly perfect. And this is the frustration that I think a lot of people have with trying to create consistent characters for storybooks is the character doesn't look exactly the same. But if you think about it, we don't look exactly the same. If we have our hair different, our makeup different, our clothes different, different colors, different lighting, different times of the day, different age. And so I would just abandon this and say that this looks enough like her that I'm just going to move on. And I would have chosen this one for the scene because it looks enough like her and move on. Now, the art style is different. This is a little more cartoony. So how you fix that is you actually select the style and the person. And so, yes, I can search at the same time. Okay, which one did I choose? I chose this one. So I'm going to choose this again, right? And do the person. So you have to choose, you can choose for whatever reason, you can't choose style at the same time that you choose the person. You have to put the image in twice to choose it. All right. So this is getting a little long in a tutorial. It's a much longer than I generally like for these to be. But I did want to show you that the consistent characters, it works much better with photography. It's not an exact science. It is time consuming to get it to work. And excuse me, now I've got the cartoon. And you can't be so attached to the outcome that it has to be exactly the same person perfectly every time. Okay, so it did work better with giving me the cartoon style and her as a little girl. Okay, so that's it. We tried the composite. We've tried all of those. So I think we're good for today. And I will see you guys back here for session 18, which is going to be how we change the backgrounds and environments. All right. Thanks so much.